I pulled from my waistband and I proceeded.
That just broke my heart. That just broke my heart. My women, pay attention. Listen, watch out for those men that could cheat but can't cheat back mentally. They want to snap. That put you through the worst, but then when you even do the slightest thing, they want to snap. What up, YouTube? You clicked the title, you read the page. Some dude bugged out, popped his shorty because he thought she had the itch. Whole time she ain't even have the itch, man. Listen, it's a very unfortunate situation. I want to get into the reaction video because he recently testified on his behalf. Usually when people testify, they're usually like, I don't know, like have some type of sympathy. I watched like a clip from a blog site and I'm like, yo, this dude looks like he don't even care. Like, yo, you just popped your baby mom's, she's gone over an alleged itch and she didn't even have it. Like, that's crazy. Thoughts and prayers to everybody in the situation. I have to shine light to stuff like this because my women, you gotta be careful. It's just like women just gotta be careful. You know what I mean? I was reading like the actual news report and it said that when he first like asked her about it, like, yo, did you give me the itch type ish? And she was like, not this again. And that just let me know that he was already showing signs of psycho controlling, because for her to say not this again is like, are you accusing me again for cheating? Not this again. At that point, sisters, my women, leave. You know what I'm saying? If you know you ain't doing nothing wrong, leave. 9 times out of 10, he the one that's a piece of shit, not you. Let's get into this news clip, man.
Of the murder trial of an Alabama man who killed his ex-girlfriend inside a Pensacola Home Depot.
A jury convicted him today after he admitted on the stand to killing her, claiming she gave him an STD. Something we learned in court today was not true.
You understand? So he accused her of giving her the itch. Whole time she didn't even have the itch. He got the itch from somebody else. He probably was doing dirt himself. My women, stay away. Wake up. Wake up.
WKRG News 5's Cody Long reports from Pensacola.
I ain't never heard of no shit like that. Pensacola? I mean, I get it's in Alabama, so just say that. We ain't never heard of no Pensacola before.
A jury convicted Keith Agee Wednesday after deliberating for about 3 hours.
Guilty of first-degree murder as charged.
Good.
Agee told the judge he regrets killing Brooklyn Sims, the mother of their 2-year-old daughter, and he apologized to her family. In August, Agee found out he had an STD. He testified during his trial about it.
I've never been so mad in my life.
Okay, I want it. We're gonna get into the trial.
Drove from Calvert,
but I just wanted you guys to hear like the actual news clips so you can get the details before we get into him actually testifying.
He drove from Calvert, Alabama, to the Home Depot on Davis Highway in Pensacola, where Sims was working. He shot and killed her on aisle 52.
This is not about an STD. This is about his pride. The STD is curable. Brooklyn Sims' murder is not. 29 holes he riddled into her body. Didn't cure.
He popped that girl 29 times. You sick individual. That is ridiculous. They just said 29 holes.
His STD is curable. Brooklyn Sims' murder is not. 29 holes he riddled into her body. Didn't cure his STD, but it cured his pride.
But we learned after the verdict, Sims didn't have an STD. Prosecutors gave the judge evidence that showed she tested negative days before the shooting.
And I know in the grand scheme of things it doesn't matter, but we just wanted to give Miss.
Shout out to her. So you dirty nigga. You dirty nigga. You was being dirty. And you caught yourself the itch. And you try to make it seem like that black queen gave you the itch. Whole time it was you. I done seen. We about to get into this piece of ish testify, man. This other reaction video I'm gonna do soon. Where's the testify? Here it goes. All right. Subscribe for the vibe. Let's hear this. Let's hear it from this piece of mouth, man. And my women, I'm doing this for y'all. Listen. Lads, if you here, listen too. Because if you got women in your life, and I'm sure you do, everybody got a mom, sister, a female that they care about. Listen to this so y'all can pay attention to signs.
So raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a seat.
All right, well, we pointed out several times today, but I want you to state your full name for the jury and spell your last name for the record.
Keith Eric Agee, Agee.
How old are you, Mr. Agee?
I'm 20 years old.
He threw his life away at 20 years old. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Where are you from originally?
Calvert, Alabama.
You were living there at the time of this crime?
Yes, sir.
Were you employed?
Yes, sir.
Where did you work?
I worked as a steel operator for AM&S Calvert.
How long have you been working there?
I just started recently, 2 months prior to this.
Yes, sir. Shut up.
Do you know the deceased
Piss me
Brooklyn Sims?
Yes, sir.
How long have you known her?
Approximately close to 3 years.
3 years? You didn't even know this girl for real, for real. You didn't even know her like that to be accusing her of all of this.
How did you two meet?
Through mutual friends.
What was the nature of your relationship?
We were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Consistently the entire time you've known her?
On and off, multiple times during the 3 years.
Did you have any children together?
Yes, sir.
How many?
1.
How old?
She just turned 2 in October.
What's her name?
Casey.
So now that baby girl lost a dad, a mom. Crazy.
You two live together?
We have multiple times in the past.
That girl gonna have psychological damage. Her dad killed her mom. She is ruined. Thoughts and prayers to her, yo. It's sick.
Were you living together at the time she died?
No, sir.
Were you two together at the time she died?
Not officially, but we were going forth romantically.
When was the last time, when you say romantically, that includes sexual?
Yes, sir.
When was the last time you two were together sexually, romantically?
The prior weekend from August the 11th.
The weekend before she died?
Yes, sir.
How did you spend that weekend?
We mostly stayed watching movies, joking and laughing, and playing with my now 2-year-old.
You two were co-parenting together, is that fair?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to quit beating around the bush now.
Oh God, this gonna be the part that pissed me off.
You killed Brooklyn Sims.
Yes, sir.
Cause you thought she had the itch whole time you had the itch. Rest in peace, baby girl. This is sick.
You're the one on the video at Home Depot.
Yes, sir.
Let's walk through that day. How did the day begin?
It started off as any other average morning. I got up for work early, got dressed, and started my day and proceeded to work.
Did you have to work that day?
Yes, sir.
Yo, lawyers be asking dumb questions. He just said I proceeded to go to work. Did you have to go to work that day? No, I just went to work for no reason. Like, what is wrong with him? What kind of question is that?
When states introduced text messages between you and your mother, is that correct? That was between you and your mother?
Yes, sir.
At some point that day, you discover you had been diagnosed with gonorrhea.
Yes, sir.
How did you find that out?
I received a call from Greater Mobile Urgent Care.
When had you,
Let me tell y'all something right now. I don't know how other countries is, but in America, if you go get tested, let's say, you don't check, sometimes they'll email you or they tell you your results. But if they don't reach out to you, that's a good thing. I promise you. That is a great thing. You're good. You're in the clear. Still, call and check. But if they don't call, so 9 times out of 10, you're in the clear. You're good. When they call you, panic. Panic immediately. Panic. Oh, they calling me? Panic. You got something. You got that. I'm telling you right now. This is a fact. My shorty work in the medical field. I know. I get tested. I know. When they call you, bad. I love it. Don't call me. I never got a call. Thank God. Do not call me. I call y'all. I'm good? All right, good. I figured that, but I'm just making sure.
when had you taken an STD test?
Before Tuesday to that date.
Tuesday prior to the shooting?
Yes, sir.
Why did you have that test done?
I started experiencing abnormalities that I've never had while peeing and resting and sitting down.
Had you ever had a sexually transmitted disease before?
Never in my life.
Other than
I feel like he lying.
the weekend, was that immediately after the weekend you had spent with Brooklyn?
Yes, sir. The following Tuesday, I got a test.
Why?
Have you been sexually active with anyone else?
Not for almost 2 months with anybody else.
So he was banging other women because he said 2 months. All right, you probably got it from the other women 9 times out of 10. You don't, and it's another thing too. Some things take a while to actually catch up on you. So what we talking about here? Drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know.
After receiving this information, what did you do next?
I proceeded to leave work and head straight to my house.
What did you go to your house for?
I went to retrieve my firearm.
How long were you there?
Man, some of these states give anybody guns.
Not approximately a minute and 30 seconds. So maybe a minute 15, a minute. I left my car running. I ran in the door, jogged back out.
Did you let anyone else know about your diagnosis?
My mother,
Why did you tell her?
because I knew that she and Brooklyn worked close in hand. I knew they worked the same job and they talked back and forth a lot.
Did you know where Brooklyn was at that time?
Not till my mother informed me.
Do you recall the drive from your home to Pensacola?
I don't recall the whole trip. I recall spots of driving.
Let me back up a bit. After you were informed you had an STD, how did you feel?
Enraged, betrayed, hurt.
And the text
No, nobody got no sympathy for you.
messages are in evidence. You intend to get revenge on Brooklyn.
Hash on my white tee.
Yes, I intended to.
So when you arrived at the Home Depot, was it your intention to shoot Brooklyn?
Not fully. And what I mean by that is I was enraged until I arrived on aisle 52. When I got to aisle 52, seeing Brooklyn brought sort of a sense to me, brought me back down to earth. Being hot the whole way there, driving mad, seeing her kind of brought me back down to earth. So
And you still popped her. So what are we talking about?
I remember pointing out my finger. I never got close enough even to touch her. I said, "Hey, you gave me something." And she said, "Not this again," and turned around and proceeded to walk off from me.
How did that make you feel?
I've never been so mad in my life.
What happened next?
I pulled my firearm from my waistband and I proceeded to shoot Brooklyn.
That just broke my heart. That just broke my heart. My women, pay attention. Listen, watch out for scumbags like this. Those controlling men, those men that could cheat but can't cheat back mentally. They want to snap. That put you through the worst. But then when you even do the slightest thing, they want to snap, take your head off. Pay attention to scumbags like this. Subscribe and listen, because I'm going to cover stuff like this. Because it's stuff like this that just pisses me off. My women, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
1 second, John. Yes.
And I proceeded to shoot Brooklyn.
Look how he has like no. It's like he wants you to feel bad for him, but we don't. It's like, but that's what he's going for. I've never been so mad before in my life. Shut up. We all get mad. Control your emotions. You know how much people get mad? People gotta live it out their mom, their dad. People struggling. Control that. You don't just go pop somebody because you mad.
That's 1 second, John. Yes. Mr. Agee, do you have any remorse? Objection. How did you feel when she turned her back on you?
Hurt, betrayed, mad.
Tell Brooklyn if she was here today.
Objection, that's sustained.
Thank you. How about objection? It don't matter. She not here. You killed her, so she not here. So what does that matter?
No further questions. Yes.
Yeah, I know what he trying to do. Not gonna work.
You heard testimony earlier today that Calvert is 2 hours away. Is that right?
For the average trip, it didn't take me 2 hours.
How long did it take you?
Anywhere close to around 1:30.
So 1 hour and a half. It took you.
Yes, sir.
Did you stop anywhere along the way?
I think I stopped to get gas along the way.
Did you not stop in Loxley?
I think that's one of the stores I stopped by. I can't recall.
How many stops did you make?
Only one.
So why do you say one?
I was just about to. You right. Let me shut up. Let me let.
Stores you stopped at?
Cause I can't approximately remember what store I stopped at
I can't approximately remember. That don't even make no sense.
along any of the exits. I'm not too familiar with any of the area going further around Loxley. Anywhere past Mobile Bridge.
Any idea how many exits are between Calvert and Home Depot?
I'd say about 20 maybe.
About 20 exits.
So you had 20 exits to get off. You had 1 hour and 30 to be like, yo, let me put this gun back home. Let me chill. I'm bugging out. And you still did it. Good lawyer.
Now, you got the phone call that morning from your doctor saying that you tested positive for the gonorrhea, right?
Yes, sir.
And you said you were at work when that happened and you went straight home, and that we heard that was your grandmother's house, right?
Yes, sir.
How far was that from your work?
It doesn't take me 2.5 minutes to leave my job and get to my house.
And you said you weren't in the house, but a minute and a half, you said?
Yes, minute and a half. Yes, sir.
How do you know it was a minute and a half?
I remember leaving my car running, and from a park close to the house, and it's not 15 feet from the front porch to my room and back, and I jogged in, jogged out.
All right, you went straight to your room. You got your pistol.
Yes, sir.
That's the same pistol we saw earlier today.
Yes, sir.
Was your grandmother home?
Yes, sir.
Talk to her.
No, sir.
And you knew Brooklyn would be with your mother, but you didn't know where they'd be working, right?
Yes, sir.
And you got the address from your mother.
Yes, sir.
So when you got the phone call from your doctor, you automatically assumed Brooklyn gave it to you, right?
Yes, sir.
So your testimony is that you drove an hour and a half after getting your pistol. You got the address from your mother. You went straight to the Home Depot, right?
Yes, sir.
Didn't stop anywhere in Pensacola.
No, sir. I didn't stop in Pensacola. No, sir.
So you went straight to the Home Depot. You parked your car actually next to your mother's car, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You left your car and you went up to approach Home Depot. You saw the video earlier, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you had your phone out.
Yes, sir.
What were you looking at?
Nothing. My phone was just in my hand from being in the car. I had GPS on because I didn't know my way through Pensacola or how to get to Home Depot.
When you were in the parking lot and in that store, did you not look down at your phone?
I can't recall.
Was your mother telling you where she was?
No, sir. Not in the store. No.
She dropped a point to you?
She told me on the way to Home Depot that they would be in Home Depot.
Wait, did the mother know what was happening? Because what is happening? In the news clip, they did bring up the mother, right? Am I tripping? Because I did smoke the blunt, you know?
She tell you what aisle?
No, sir.
Did she drop a point to you?
No, sir.
You enter the Home Depot in the main entrance and you walk directly to aisle 52, right?
No, sir. I walked along the aisles looking. I didn't know which aisle exactly that she would be located on.
You didn't stop and talk to anybody?
No, sir.
You went straight to her?
Yes, sir.
You walked down, once you saw her, you walked down the aisle and you said, you gave me something.
Yes, sir.
She says, in your words, not this again, and turned away from you.
Yes, sir.
You said on the ride over here, this hour and a half, you were enraged, betrayed, felt hurt, right?
Yes, sir.
And you said you saw Brooklyn and it all melted away.
Yes, for that brief moment. Yes, sir.
How long was this brief moment?
Until she turned away from me and said, not again.
And then you said again, you felt
He one of those guys that don't like rejection. Watch out for those guys.
hurt, enraged, betrayed. The same thing you just said.
Yes, sir.
Never been so mad in your life.
Yes, sir.
Because she turned away from you.
Yes, sir.
And you were going to teach her something.
Yes, sir.
And that's when you pulled out your pistol and you shot her. And you had no idea how many times you shot?
No, sir. I can't recall approximately.
Did your gun jam? We saw it jam.
No, sir. Not that I recall.
Stuff like this make you wonder, like, where was God? Where was God?
That's all I have to say.
Redirect.
Life.
Would you have shot Brooklyn if she hadn't turned around, turned her back to you?
No, sir.
Step back then.
That gotta do with anything. He lying. He would have shot her anyway. Because he just said not this again. So he would have shot her once he found out that she actually had it or some crazy like that. I don't believe him. Even though she didn't have it. But I'm just saying, like, if for her to say not this again, I just feel like he's lying when he said that. Y'all subscribe for the vibe, man. Thoughts and prayers, man. It's a messed up situation.